Now, you're the finance guy, and I wanted a finance guy. You're the guru, because there's a question here. In the May budget, and that's only 8 weeks ago, the Victorian government said the games would cost $2.6 billion, the original guess. And now, a couple of months later, the Premier's saying, oh, actually it's up to $7 billion, and it's scrapping the whole deal. Now, the opposition leader in Victoria says this is something that needs some serious inquiry. Here he is.
We don't know whether there might be a case to refer something to the Auditor General or the Ombudsman or even possibly IBAC.
I don't know. Has Daniel Andrews actually broken any rules here, do you think, Terry McCrann? And can we believe anything the man said today to excuse what he did?
Well, no, you can say nothing in excuse, Andrew, obviously. And I don't know that he's broken any rules. I mean, budgets are always very rubbery, even to this extent. I mean, this is an extraordinary increase, but and we see this not all the time, but certainly from year to year. But I think that it really raises the serious question mark over what about the other numbers in the budget, and particularly the big build spend. And the big one, of course, is the suburban rail loop. $50 billion to $125 billion. That's what's been admitted to date. If you can get this sort of blowout in this project, in the Commonwealth Games, you're going to see similar numbers. And I mean, both of us have anticipated for a long time that even that $125 billion figure is not going to. We're not going to do it anywhere near that. It's going to be closer to $200 billion. If, as you say, it actually gets completed. We had Daniel Andrews cancel the airport link. I mean, it's starting to look very, very unattractive, Victoria's financial position. We had a budget which imposed big increases in taxes and barely touched the sides in terms of dealing with the red ink. So going forward, Andrew, this really does raise serious, very unpleasant question marks over the state of Victoria's finances.
Well, I actually wonder whether you say, oh, mate, you know, every budget figure is rubbery. I wonder whether he knew all this a long time ago. I'm less forgiving.
Well, he should have known, Andrew,
because he came up with a plan today. No, but he actually came up with a plan today to sugarcoat this decision for those areas that he needs. He was hoping to woo with these games, you know, to get the seats there that he wants to win, by saying he's still going to go ahead and spend $2 billion on the regions that were going to benefit from the games. And again, I cannot believe his figures. Listen to him here.
Most importantly, there will be a $1 billion boost for social and affordable housing right across regional Victoria.
So here's a Premier promising a $1 billion boost to build 130,000 low-cost and affordable housing. That works out to $770,000 per home in rural Victoria. Now, seriously, how can you trust this guy to run anything involving dollars?
Well, exactly, Andrew. And let's not forget that this is a government that came into power in 2014, immediately wasting $1 billion by not proceeding with the east-west tunnel across Melbourne. So they've started with that sort of, you know, money grows on trees attitude. And in 10 years, in nearly 10 years, we haven't seen the Premier actually learn anything about how you run the finances of the state. And I really think, to emphasise, Andrew, this is really just the start of the serious issues going forward. This doesn't address them. It certainly doesn't solve any of the serious budget issues in Victoria. And I think, you know, we are in for very, very difficult times in Victoria.